Hello everyone and welcome to another online battle replay. This is battle number 5, the Battle of Yathrib. I'm playing Sir Tanis, sorry guys. I'm playing as Macedon. I'm playing with the traditional pike phalanx army, hammer, anvil. I got Aspis Cav, 2 units of Sursa Cav, 2 units of Aspis Cav. My general is Royal Peltist. Which they're just a javelin and really high-powered sword unit. I have 1 unit of militia hoplites. I had some spare money laying around. I have 2 units of regular pikemen units, and I have 4 thorax pikemen, which, if you ask me, are probably some of the best pikemen you can get for Macedon. In the front, I have 2 units of mercenary Cretan archers just to give me some range, and then I have 3 units of regular peltists to give me that sword and javelin variety, and plus javelins are probably more useful against my opponent, who is Rome, and I'm gonna butcher his name because it's Spanish and I don't speak Spanish. It's Manuel Sanchez, I do believe, and he's just playing as Rome. He's forming up with his Antiquity cohort, forming up in Testudo. I believe he has a bunch of Antiquity. How many units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units of Antiquity and 1 Praetorian Guard. He has 3 of those of the Syrian archers. Yep, 1 was hidden right there. 3 Syrian archers, 1 Praetorian Cav, and then 1 Praetorian Guard in the background, plus his general's bodyguard. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm forming up my skirmishers to kind of intercept Rome. There's not really much I can do as a player in the face of, well, this. The Testudo with the archers in the background. There's not a lot I can do, but fire back. And as you can see, we're not doing a whole lot. We're missing. We're hitting their shields. What's cool about the Testudo is it literally looked like this. It covered everything. It was such a well-disciplined formation that you couldn't break into it. I am assuming when they were marching like this, and depending on the discipline of the individual maniple or cohort, maniple was pre-Marian reforms Rome. Based on those factors, would probably based on the tightness of the formation. Sorry guys, I always have brain farts when I'm talking to you guys. So, sorry about that. So, now I've switched my target, realizing that my arrows aren't doing anything. I'm still throwing some javelins, I think, now that they've left the formation. But now I've started firing at their archers, because I don't have an archer advantage, so I need to use it while I can. As you can see, they've already started to fire on this unit, bringing it down 20 guys, 30 guys, a lot of guys. They're just wiping these guys out. And I'm firing back as quickly as I can. This unit's still relatively untouched, only 1 guy lost. And my unit of Peltis, I meant to pull them back, but they get engaged by the Antiquity cohort. And I leave them in thinking that because their line is all spaghettied out like that, all long, that they might be able to win fights like this, like get a guy one-on-one. That's pretty cool. He's got 2, well, he had 2 javelins sticking through his shield. So my opponent was actually very passive, and it was when he took out that 1 unit of archers that I realized I was going to lose the skirmish fight no matter what. So as you can see, I've already pulled back these 2 units of Peltis into a more defensive formation. I formed a hoplite wall, pike wall, thinking that my opponent would approach me, because even with Rome, he has the tools. 7 units of Antiquity cohort, all those javelins, all those archers, and a Praetorian Guard. And the Praetorian Cavs just really like bonus at this point. He has all those tools, and he still does not charge my pike line head on. There he is, wasting his ammunition. Whatever, kill those 25 guys. That guy had an arrow through his foot. Ooh, that was terrible. Sorry for you. You are dying on the 4th of July. Probably not the 4th of July for these guys, but speaking of the 4th of July, happy 4th of July, everybody. To those of you who celebrate it as an American, like me, and to those of you who don't care, happy 4th of July. So, that's just, that's it. It's a holiday, whatever. So here are my thorax pikemen. I'm forming up. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I think I kind of wait for him to make a move. I do believe I'm messing around with him in the that I am trying to goad him into attacking me, but he doesn't. He just hangs right here in this little valley in between this like dune. It's like a slight dune right here. You can see it, but it's not really much of a dune. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. That's why I don't like fast forward. I always miss out. But they're just hanging out there. I think he wanted that hill to fall back on. So I advanced my skirmishers. Then they fell back as I formed a custom formation. As you can see, my general's throwing his peltist. He's throwing his javelins. His pila. They're all pila. It's really... like, these guys would throw javelins and they would throw pila. Pila is a very distinctive thing to Rome. But, you know, everyone throws pila in Rome, too. So there he goes. He should have committed to the charge. That Avocati cohort could have won out. Now I'm getting a ton of free kills, basically. It's just melting. And there he goes, turning around again. And he just really didn't know what to do. Some of the guys are firing back, but look at that fire just coming in. Now, I know I'm wasting a lot of ammo, but for every one I could take out, that's worth it. And I was just about to say, I thought these guys were out of ammo. But nope, they're still firing. Looks like I've taken out a few. So, he didn't notice, but maybe you'll notice. I have my Sursa Cav coming back here. My Sursa Cav, they're a light Lancer Cav. Let's watch that charge. Nice downhill charge right on their general. But we're closed in by some Praetorian guards. So we'll exit out of that fight. So that's not going to be a fight they win, but I do leave them in melee for a little bit. I start forming up my peltist. I can't remember what I was doing with them, because I did play this battle a little bit ago. But yeah, I think I'm just forming them up. I think the idea was to throw at these guys like these guys are doing, but they wanted to shoot at those guys. So my Cav, I just threw them into a massive mosh pit, hoping to pull that Sursa Cav out. That Sursa Cav ends up falling back. Right here we have another Sursa Cav charge. Knocking the Romans down, not getting a lot of casualties. One guy, the rest of them will get back up. Now I'm going to pull back my Aspis Cav. What I was trying to do was go for a general's assassination, but as you can tell, I only killed about 7 guys. 7-8 guys. That's not a lot. I damaged the Praetorian Guard a little bit. Praetorian Cav got damaged. Avocati cohort's fine. That cohort is definitely fine. This Avocati cohort, I just bounced off them because they were nearby. As you can see, I didn't lose. I lost 1 or 2 horses. And then I lose some in the Jav. That was horrible. I'm sorry, horse. Over here, my general's doing a little flank because he's engaging me a couple of units at a time. So I held him there with this horribly cheap militia hoplite unit. And I'm going to just slaughter him from the behind with my my Royal Peltas. Over here, he charged my Avocati. Face first into these pikemen. He threw his Pila, but to no avail. This unit right here, equally damaged, kind of. Got the Pila in the face, but they're alright. Now they're just going to poke at this unit, which had taken 1... This was the unit that took 1 casualty during the Cav charge. Over here, I'm still playing with my Aspis Cav. Now I'm trying to get to their archers. But I still have my Sursa Cav because I'm hoping that I can pull off a general's ambush, and these are going to be the guys to do it. With those heavy lances. Ooh, I have a unit breaking over here. No surprise, it's my militia hoplite unit. I think I do send this Peltas unit in, and I lengthen my general's line. Over here in the back, let's see, I got some mercenary Cretan archers falling back. His Avocati, once again, they just throw themselves into my pike, and they're just not going to win against these Storax pike. They're going to get 1 or 2 guys like this fighting, but even then they might not win. This Praetorian Guard, they'll do okay, I guess. There's my Sursa Cav. They found my Sursa Cav. Very unfortunate. They're going for my Praetorian Cav. Very unfortunate. We'll go back to that in a second. So I did a rear charge on these Avocati. They were just pissed off. They didn't like that. My general was starting to lose. I was getting worried. So, because he is losing to these Avocati cohort. I did not think he would. I'm pulling a unit of Aspis Cav over to cover my Sursa Cav, and I pulled in some Thorax pikes. I had my Peltas in there holding them, my archers, but here come the Aspis Cav. These guys will really clean up this fight. Look at that. That guy's horse just died from getting charged into. Nothing happened to it. The horse said, fuck this. I really don't know if I'm allowed to swear on YouTube. They're not paying me or anything, so I think I can. I will only do minor swearing because I don't know who is watching my videos. I think there's a way to check, but like I said, I'm extremely new to this, guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the volume really quick. Alright, here we are. So, coincidentally, my recording ended at the same time. So, here we are. Volume adjusted. His general is charging my pike line. As you can see, there are the results of that. Here come his archers. My pikes, I'm reforming them over here to bring them over here to my general. My general, I had him in his shield wall. And they kind of just stand there, whether they're getting poked at or not. There they are. They're reforming now. I threw in my Aspis cap because I needed to put some pressure off my general. This is a very dangerous situation for him. I'll try to find him. There he is, right there with his yellow cape. But he is going to get surrounded by 1, 2, 3 Avocati cohort. Right here I got one pikeman unit. They were meant to intercept him while this pikeman unit carried on. It's not what's going to happen. This Avocati is going to capture both. But I'm going to rip through. I don't care about the casualties right now. I have to save my general. He ends up surviving for a little bit. He might eventually die. I can't remember. This was actually a really good battle. Really close battle. There's my general. He's waving. Let's watch him. Watch him fight. And I think he's dead already? What happened? Yeah. Oops. Sorry, guys. Yeah, my general fled, so it must have just sent me to one of the Avocati. And there we are. My general flees. These guys get slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered by these units coming in and fight this guy. And that's what he was doing. His units literally just ripped into that thorax pike. His general's gone. My general's gone. He lost his general moments after mine. I have my one unit of pikemen holding on. See, the pikes, they do good. Like, they'll accumulate kills. Look what I did to the Roman army with my pikes. Look at that. I absolutely went blow for blow with the Roman army, toe to toe with the Roman army with my pikes. Mostly my thorax pikemen were helping, and as you can see, 4 of them I was able to pull over here unscathed. One of them is dead now, obviously. My regular pikemen didn't do so hot, but now they're cleaning up these archers. Like, pikes are they're a good tool to use against Rome. Sorry, I got a little close to the mic, guys. Now, in, like, real-life combat, it's easy to picture in your mind how a Roman maniple could, because it was a maniple at the time, how they would defeat a pike phalanx, because the commanders have more individuality. Whereas, see, my opponent, he had all of his units. He had individual commanders of, like, in the actual Roman army. Individual commanders would take command of their sentries, 80 men, and find gaps, stuff that the pikemen couldn't do. They worked as a blob, as a block. You see how the line is turning like that? They had to operate as that, or they were not functional, or very functional. So, it looks like I'm going to go ahead and win this fight. It was a very, very close fight. His Avocati is really what made this extremely difficult for me. If he would have brought, like, regular legionnaires or even veteran legionnaires, or if he would have brought a pre-Marian reform army, that would have been a cakewalk for me. But this is a pretty good battle. So there we go. Sir Tanis, that's me. 1,650 kills. I lost 1,000 of my men, and I killed 1,100. So, pretty good trade. Like I said, I went around about man for man with him. I'm just going to call him Sanchez. I'm sorry, buddy, if you're listening. He deployed 1,440 troops. He lost 1,160 troops. So, 2 of them just spontaneously died, as you can see. And he killed about 1,000 of mine. So, about 10 of my guys just spontaneously died. I think that's to represent the route. Maybe. So, there we are. I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy 4th of July. That is the Pyrrhic victory at the Battle of Yathrib. So, I hope to see you guys next time. Have a good day.